Hey guys, it's Dan Vallimont here with Fanatic Wrestling. Once again, we are out in Geneva, Ohio, just outside of Cleveland at a Team USA national team training camp where we're learning from a lot of the best coaches in the country as well as the world and training with some of the best guys in the world as well. And today we have a little bit of time off and we just wanted to share a little bit of technique with you guys. And I want to go over a little bit of front headlock offensive position. This is a position that if you've seen some of my other videos where I talk about the front headlock, a lot of guys are too content to stay in that position offensively and get a stalemate or a restart. The front headlock is a position where we need to be looking to score. All right, it's an offensive position for a reason. It's because I have an advantage and the guy on bottom has a disadvantage. We need to take advantage of that. So there's a lot of different things we can do in this front headlock position. Go ahead and just start on the mat. Different ways to get here, obviously, if he shoots or if I snap him. I'm not going to necessarily focus on that so much right now. But just in general, on the front headlock, my goal is to get him extended. If he's kind of in this kind of athletic position here, he can kind of defend and move with me and kind of wrestle with me here. I want to get him extended. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to create pressure in him. Now, I know I've shown it before, and again, if you check out my front headlock video on fanaticwrestling.com, you'll see a lot of this technique from this position. But in general, what I want to do is I want to get my shoulder pressure right in between his shoulder blades. I want to try to basically drive his spine through his tailbone down into his heels, ideally. So I'm going to be up on my toes. I'm trying to drive into him here. In an ideal world, if he's not controlling my elbow, I'm going to kick out to the side. I'm going to extend him here, switch this arm off, and come around and finish. But we're going to say that we're wrestling somebody a little bit better. In a perfect world, like I said, that's what we want to do. That's our first line of defense or offense from the front headlock position here. But against better guys, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And the reason that's going to be is because guys are going to grab this elbow. Now, if he grabs my elbow here, I can't just snap. He's going to be able to keep kind of a hold of me, and I can't get that angle. If I try to just circle behind, if I try to push and pull, he's able to stay with me here. He's able to stay square. And I need to be able to get that angle, as I was mentioning before. If he doesn't have that elbow, and I can kick out to the side, he's not controlling me. Now I have this angle. Now I can score. So I need to find a different way to get that angle if he's going to be controlling my elbow. And the one way I like to do that is I like to bait him into thinking that he's going to be getting some good defense in the front headlock. And so what Tony really wants to do here, as he controls this elbow, he wants to start to circle up, bring his head to the inside, and come back up to his feet. Most guys are going to do that. It's a very basic type of defense that's taught at a lot of different levels, and it works. There's nothing wrong with that defense, but for this specific move that I'm about to do here, it actually kind of helps set me up to get my go behind. So Tony's beginning to do this defense. He steps this leg up. I've kind of baited him into doing that. My far hand that you can't see right now is really wrenching in tight. I'm keeping my thumb attached to my other four fingers, getting a really good grip on the back of his armpit there. And then my hand that he has my elbow, I'm actually going to give him my shoulder a little bit. Now, I don't typically want to do this. I have to be careful, and that's why I'm really gripping hard with this hand. If I just sink my elbow without having a good grip here, he can knee tap me here and throw me to my own back. So it's really important that even though I'm giving him my shoulder, I'm going to keep my chest, try to keep my chest as attached to his back of his shoulders as possible. And again, using this hand to kind of hold myself in place. So Tony's got my shoulder here. I've got a good grip. I'm going to sink that shoulder down. But again, I'm not turning my shoulders perpendicular to the mat, trying to keep them as flat as possible. I'm just giving him more of my arm. And then from here, he probably feels pretty good. Usually, if he's got a good grip like this, this is where he can start to think about clearing, short drags, doing dumps, doing all sorts of stuff here to score. But as long as I have a good grip there, it's going to be hard for him to do that. The next thing I'm going to do, if he's above my elbow, where he should be, and that's the way they teach you to be in this position, I'm actually going to be able to bend my arm still. All right? You can have above my elbow as much as you want. I can still bend my arm, and all I'm going to do is kind of threaten this leg. Even though I'm not going to have any intention of really getting to it, he's going to have to respect that. And I'm going to start to circle my feet towards that leg as well. And what that's going to look like is I'm going to come up on my toes, I'm going to start to reach, and I'm going to circle this way. And what happens is he's going to start to circle away because he doesn't want me to get that leg. And as he's circling here, I'm going to let him keep circling, keep circling, keep circling. When I can tell that he's really circling away from me hard, I'm going to put the brakes on, And I'm actually going to go, let's turn around a little bit here. So he's circling away, circling away, circling away. If I were to let go and he were to keep circling, notice how he just gave me that angle. So the one thing that I have to do, I've tricked him into circling the direction that he's going to give me the angle. I still need to clear this arm. So I'm going to put the brakes on my circling. I'm going to drop down to my inside knee. And I'm going to clear both of my arms back. All right, it's almost like I'm doing a tricep extension here, and then I'm going to rotate that hand over and replace the one in the armpit. All right, it's going to be hard to see it from the first angle, but I'll show it again. So, again, chasing this down, I put the brakes on. I use his momentum, give a really big pull with that hand in the armpit. The hand that was on the head, just come up to all fours. Right here, he was holding onto that elbow. As I snap, I just extend, rotate it up over his head, keep pressure in, come back behind. Again, kind of difficult to do it slowly here, but as I'm chasing that leg, he has to respect it. If he doesn't, I'm going to grab a single leg on that side. So he's going to circle away. I need to circle, circle, circle. As I feel him starting to really commit to circling away, I drop to that inside knee and give a really hard pull. I don't want to pull him into me, I'm going to pull him beside me. And if he's circling hard, you'll see like Tony did there, you can actually snap it out completely flat, and it can work better than our traditional snap if you get it correctly. So again, Tony's here, he's got my elbow, I'm reaching, he's starting to circle away. I put the brakes on, snap, fully extend that arm, rotate back into block just in case he kept his base, and then from here I can cover, and depending if we're wrestling freestyle or folk style, determines what kind of offense we're going into. So from this side, again, all of the pull comes from here. I'm not pulling his head. I'm literally just extending my right arm as a right-handed wrestler, right hand front headlock, extending that arm back. All the pull comes from my left hand in that armpit. So chasing, put the brakes on, extend that arm, rotate back in, cover. And so this is just another option in here when a guy, specifically when a guy has your arm. If he doesn't have my elbow, I'm not going to need to do this. We can do our normal push, pull, punch, and go behind. But better guys are going to grab that elbow, they're going to try to hold on, and even better guys are not going to just hold on to it, they're going to try to circle up to their feet, and we're going to try to use that against him here. As he steps that leg up, we're going to threaten, like we're going to go single leg, he's going to react, circle away. We're going to let him keep circling until we can tell that he's really committed to circling away. We put the brakes on, go from our toes to here, throw those arms back, rotate the hand over, and then finish not around the waist, but finishing to the far ankle, near ankle, or in the crotch to make sure we secure that takedown. So just another option in there, one that I really enjoy doing, and it's if you get it, again, you can snap a guy all the way to his stomach, which is great. Before I finish out, I just want to say, give a shout out to my buddy Ebed Jarrell in Rhode Island. Check out his Instagram page. They've got a new wrestling club starting out called Iron Faith. Go to Iron Faith Wrestling on Instagram. Check out his their Instagram channel. They're just getting started. If you're in the Rhode Island area, check out his wrestling club. On top of that, you're watching this video on our Fanatic Wrestling YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel for plethora, we use a big word here, plethora of wrestling technique videos for free, where you can learn from Olympic champions, world champions, NCAA champions, and a ton of other just great wrestlers. So please continue to check out our other videos on here. And in addition to that, make sure you're getting on fanaticwrestling.com, bjjfanatics.com, and buying our full-length instructional videos. The same guys that are showing the free videos on YouTube are doing feature-length videos for 90, 120, 180 and beyond minutes worth of technique. On top of that, last thing here, make sure you're following us on social media, on Instagram, Twitter. Join our Facebook group, like our Facebook page. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back again soon.